Thank you all for being here. We worked pretty hard, I think, in the Interior Appropriations Subcommittee. I'm the ranking member on that. And I think we recognize the situation that we are in with our wildland fires and firefighting capacity, putting $6.1 billion in wildland fighting for both DOI and Forest Service. That's a $480 million increase. I think that expresses that priority. I agree. We need to be figuring this out because we can't have this looming cliff. But I do think it was important that we were able to avoid that 50%, basically that 50% cut in salaries. That's not a very good incentive. That doesn't give certainty to the folks that they need. But it was a tough budget year. It's going to be harder in 25. I think you know that. But one way that we can try to knit this all together using the resources that we're working on here, but I think it is to better utilize our industry partners and their workforce, their skills, their experience, and leverage that to make our wildland, our federal interventions on wildland firefighting more efficient, more economical. So a couple questions for both Ms. Harrell and Mooney. You submitted your annual budgets to the Hill yesterday. I'm asking you, what is the most important budgetary item to address wildland fires that was not included in your budget request? I know what's in your budget request. I don't want you to reiterate that. I know that there's more. Can you please share? And please don't tell me that you're going to get back with me on it. These are important issues. Nobody's going to hold it against you if you say, we weren't able to get this one on the table. We're trying to figure out what other tools in our toolbox we need here and help us prioritize. Go ahead.
Well, I'll just start. You know, the commission's recommendations came out at the end of September after following our budget submission.
Right.
And we do have language in there requesting, we've made some requests related to the commission's report and findings, but certainly we have outlined.
Can you give me like what your top two priorities are from that recommendation, again, that were not anticipated at the time that you had to submit budget submissions?
This is a comprehensive report. It's going to be an iterative process. I don't.
You're not helping me
choose
prioritize here.
Among those.
No, I get it.
Give
but
some thought.
You got to help me. We are moving right now on FY25, right? Like as we speak, and so me and my team can kind of root through this and figure out what we might think is most important. But that's why we bring you here, to give us some direction as to what this commission and your agencies believe could be the most effective tool going forward. We've got your budget requests, but as you've noted, that came out before the recommendations from this commission. So in my view, time's a wasting, and I don't want to miss the mark here. Ms. Harrell, can you give me anything more concrete?
Yes, Senator, thank you. The FY25 budget request is in alignment with the Commission's recommendations. The Commission recommended an interrelated set of recommendations, and including significant and investment at the scale needed for being able to work across all of the areas in the Commission's report. It included some really important recommendations around workforce investments and benefits. It also included recommendations around authorities for being able to deploy funds more effectively across landscapes to be able to meet needs where they are and to be able to work with partners.
So within that, what role do you feel that our timber industry partners play? Again, we can dump more federal money, but you've got partners out there as part of the community that can help you with some of this, whether it's on the thinning side, dealing with some of the fuel that is out there. Where does that fit in what you're talking about here?
That fits squarely in the commission's work. Partnerships and being able to collaborate in a multi-jurisdictional way were at the heart of the commission's recommendations, and there are a number of recommendations to improve
And
authorities
do you think that your proposed rule on the old growth harvest is going to have any impact on our industry partners, on their availability to remain as these assets as you're working to reduce wildland fires?
The old growth strategy, again, is about what remains on the landscape and how we get there. And our timber industry partners are going to be very much a necessary part of how we achieve resilience across the landscape.
Mr. Chairman, I'm out of time, but I would like to follow up, both in my capacity here on the authorizing committee, but also in my capacity as an appropriator in this space. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.